Hey YouTube, this is not Southern Prepper 1, this is David. Been wanting to make a video for weeks, just didn't know really what to say. But I need to make one. I need to have my voice heard for whatever good it does. But I have to do it. Don't even know what to tell you except we live in a great country. The greatest country in the world. But we have problems. We are on a path of utter destruction. If you look at any area, from economics to our morals, to everything, we're on a path that really our founders could not recognize this as the same country that they founded. I want to think of what would they do. The guys that signed the Declaration of Independence, the guys that formed this country, the guys that paid a heavy price. A lot of them were killed or tortured, were imprisoned. They lost family members, lost kids and wives and all their personal belongings. And I think, am I willing to risk that to change the course and the direction we're going? Am I willing? I don't know. I am willing to start speaking, to use whatever influence I have to try to wake people up, to try to make a positive change. I think maybe I use prepping and the desire to change something, the desire to be more self-reliant, to be more independent and in control, as a side road of wanting to be more free, to have a bigger say in my future, and not always to have a heavy hand of the government over top of me saying, you either do this, you pay this fee, you pay this tax, or guess what, we send a guys, a SWAT team, we send people to take everything you have, to endanger your family, to endanger your life, and ultimately put you in prison if you do not play the way we want you to play. So maybe I use prepping as a way of escaping this, but the fire that is burning inside of me is consuming me to the point where I have to share what I believe. The path we're going down is wrong. The corruption. People will say, well, we had it bad during the Revolutionary War against King George. I think we have it 10 times worse under the tyrants we have in government. People fled Europe to come to this land. They risk everything. What are we risking? We're too scared even to say anything. We're too scared to go public because we don't want to be on a list. We need to get over that. We need to tell them that this is our country. We are the minority here. We are the producers. We need to stand up and say enough is enough. I don't care who you are, if you're black, green, yellow, I don't care who you are, because there's no difference. The only difference is we all have this desire to be free. If you don't have it in your heart right now, I hope you get it. I don't know how you can get it, but there's people out there that have a strong desire to be independent, to be free, and we are the farthest thing. We have to have permission or a permit or a license to do everything in this country. Can I make a difference? I don't know. I do know I have to try. If I don't try, I can't complain. It goes to the point where how far am I willing to try? How far am I willing to uphold the Constitution? I thought about, I was going to make this video, so I should have the American flag in the background. It's not even about the American flag. It's not even about this country, really. It goes way beyond it. It goes beyond it to the point of freedom. The point of having you in control of your life and not being dictated by guys that are far away, that have their selfish interests, that are bought and paid for by special interests, that ship all our jobs overseas so they can have a temporary little bit of money put into their campaign fund. So what am I willing to risk? I don't know. What are you willing to risk? Are you ready to tell them that, hey, it's time to sign the Declaration of Independence with my name, put David on there, write my name there and send it to him and say, hey, what you're doing is wrong. I'm not going to stand for it. I'm not going to tolerate it. And I'm willing to back it up with everything, with my life. Are you willing to water the tree of liberty with your blood? If you are not willing to water the tree of liberty with your blood, then maybe the fire is gone in this country. Maybe the desire for freedom is not there. It's alive in my heart. I wish I could explain myself better. But for me to just keep going with the status quo and say, well, I don't want to rock the boat because, I got a piece of property here and a house, like my kids are going to go to college. I don't want to rock the boat. If you have a desire not to rock the boat, you don't deserve freedom. You deserve the chains we have that are around us. But I don't want the chains. What am I going to do about it? I don't know. The first thing I'm going to do is make this video, explain myself. Freedom is alive. A lot of people don't want freedom. They want someone to tell them what to do. They don't want the responsibility of having to go out there and do it on their own. They succeed or they fail on their own shoulders. So many people don't want that. They want someone to tell them what to do, to give them everything. That's the farthest thing what I want. I want freedom. I'll make a statement here that probably give me some flack, but really, I would take freedom any day, true freedom, and be willing to lose this great country so I could still have freedom. Freedom, America doesn't have monopoly on freedom. All humans have this strong desire to be free. If the American country has to fail and go by the wayside, and we could restore true freedom and restore what our founders gave us, I'd be willing to do that. It's not a flag with red, white, and blue. It's in my heart. A lot of people left their country over in Europe and came here. Do we need to leave this country and go somewhere else? They probably had that same debate hundreds of years ago when they were bored in that rickety old boat, risking their life to do something to better themselves, to better their family, to get some freedom. What are you willing to do? You willing to leave? You willing to fight? You willing to die? I don't have the answers. God bless America.